As a personal injury attorney, there are 3 most common questions and concerns that my clients have. 1, you don't want to ruin someone's life, take their house, bankrupt them, you're hesitant. 2, you don't know if you have a case. And 3, if you do have a case, you don't know what that case is worth. Today, I'm going to address each of those questions. Before we get into this video is general education and not intended to be legal advice. For the complete list of disclaimers, stick around to the end of the video. First, you aren't ruining someone's life. You're likely suing a greedy insurance company and not the person that injured you. The insurance company, by the way, has a duty to stand in the shoes of the at-fault driver and defend that driver. They would deny you the benefits you deserve to make you whole any chance they can get. An example would be when your pipes freeze during the winter and your house is flooded, the insurance company, they'll come off as unsuspecting and they'll ask you, did you reduce your heat? Did you turn off your heat when you went to bed? This is a very unsuspecting question, which has nothing to do whether or not the frozen pipes in your crawl space froze. If you answer that question yes, then your insurance policy is likely invalidated and you'll be remodeling your entire house at your own expense because you answered the unsuspecting question wrong. Finally, the insurance company, they'll be the ones writing the settlement check when we settle your case, not the at-fault driver. I'm putting together a video series to explain all the pockets of money my firm can help you get into to make you whole. You won't be ruining the life of the at-fault party. You'll be getting your money from an insurance policy, whether that's third-party policy, your own policy, personal injury protection, a general insurance policy, or an umbrella. Insurance coverage gets technical and there's a lot of nuances. So to maximize value, you'll want an attorney. If you want specific feedback on your situation, drop your question in the comments so I can address it. Second, you don't know if you have a case. To have a case, whether it's a car accident, slip and fall, or any other accident, you must have 2 things. Those 2 things are liability and damages. If you have one, but you don't have the other, then your case is worth nothing. Liability generally means someone else was at fault. If you get rear-ended in a car accident, liability is pretty clear. You're not at fault. If you get sideswiped though, liability may not be crystal clear and your case is riskier because liability is a question mark. Damages in a personal injury accident, slip and fall, or some other injury generally means that you have medical bills for the case to be worth your time. So if liability is clear, but you don't want to go to the doctor or you don't need medical treatment, congratulations. You'll win your case, but your case is worth nothing. There is such a thing as comparative fault in Washington state. So if you are partially at fault, you still may have a case if you have injuries. If you're in one of those situations, you could contact my firm and we could talk about if your case has value. And third, the value of your case is based on a bunch of variables. For example, do you have a special reaction team certified paratrooper fighting for you? Or is your lawyer someone else? Generally speaking, one of the biggest variables that determines the value of your case is how much your medical bills total when you're done with your treatment. If your medical bills are high, then usually that means you suffered serious injuries and your case value is high too. There are general brackets of what cases settle for. Soft tissue injuries max out at a certain value, and injuries that involve broken bones or herniated discs usually have more value than a soft tissue injury from something like a fender bender. Many other factors play into the value of your case, such as, did you miss work? Well, how much work? Did you lose your job? What was your salary at that job? Will you earn less in the future because of your injuries? Was your spouse negatively affected? How about your kids? That's called loss of consortium. Was the damage to your vehicle a dent or was it totaled? When you fell, did you break your ribs or were they bruised? And finally, how much insurance is there to go after? This is where an attorney makes their money. If you have questions regarding your particular case, call or email me or submit a request on my website. I'm licensed in Washington, Arizona, and Florida, but I'm happy to connect you with any of my colleagues in any other state.